on the computer. We are now recording. All right, kick us off and we're going to get fired up.
It's party time. Hey, everybody. It's Jen O'Keefe. Super excited to be on this webinar tonight with the amazing Joe Dickinson. I've had the pleasure of working with him for the past, I don't know how long, but we have been really digging our heels in to work for you guys, finding this amazing way that Joe found, actually, that he introduced me to a long time ago, but I eventually listened to what he had to say. An amazing app that we can use in our business. So Joe is not just anybody. He is very fluent in network marketing, and that's why I love it. And not only is he fluent in network marketing, but he's a serious go-getter. Like, he told me when we first started talking that he was going to outwork anybody. And I didn't believe that at first, and I believe it now. He is less than 30 years old, and he's been in the industry for, I think, almost 10 years. And he's built teams, he's helped them duplicate, he's helped them make 6 to 7 figure earners. And I've just been blown away by the amount of support and leadership that he has provided me and our team. So I've partnered up with him, Wine Boss, Wine Warriors, Freedom Achievers, Direct Cellars is partnering with him to help us to be able to simplify what we do by sharing this amazing wine business with other people. So I'm going to have Joe take it away with you guys, and he's going to do his sharing thing. And I'm going to close it out at the end. So thanks for getting on, guys.
Now, can you hear me?
We can.
Done deal. All right, cool. Let me pull this up real quick. All right, guys, so here is the deal. Appreciate everyone jumping on. We got everyone jumping on now, which is good. We are recording this, and if you want to do any last-minute invites, go ahead and do that. So here's where I will start. I like cutting to the chase. I'm all about quick Zooms and webinars to get you guys the things you need to know to be able to go out and take action. But I will start with this. I'm 28. When I was 19, I got involved in network marketing. It changed my life. I hit a 6-figure income incredibly quick for a couple reasons. One, I had really good mentors. 2, I knew how to use the internet. I was a marketing major, so I kind of was getting into the whole like social media stuff a little bit. So long story short, I just said, I think I can market. And actually, this was the company, believe it or not. This little bracelet right here was what we were selling online. And I wound up doing really well with it. And then transition, fast forward, I'm not going to give all the fill-ins. I started building sales funnels and doing lead gen type stuff. And a bunch of companies took notice of it in the network marketing industry and said, dude, can you come build funnels for our company and allow our reps to go out and push those and generate more sales and signups and prospects, et cetera. So long story short, I now run a marketing agency in New Jersey. I'm in my office right now. We have a full-time staff here that works 9 to 5. And 90% of the work I do is in the network marketing industry. And I freaking love it because it changed my life. And I think everyone should get that opportunity. So I focus specifically on companies I love. And here's what I'll tell you. I love Direct Cellars. Why? Because it belongs in the network marketing industry. I mean, truly, like, you guys are with an opportunity that absolutely belongs here because it just makes sense and it's so easy to share. So what I wanted to do was kind of bring the whole so easy to share to a whole new level. I talked to Jen. I said, what are some of the biggest struggles? And she said, well, and I'm going to do a screen share right now to start diving right into it to show you guys. Some of the biggest, struggles are who to go talk to, what to say. If you want to go approach family and friends, what do you say to them? What about people you haven't talked to in 6, 12, 18 months? So we designed an app that literally makes it easier than ever for you guys to go out and prospect 5, 10 people a day, every single day, right from the push of a couple clicks on your phone. Here's what I'll tell you. Guys, there's a lot of people in your phone contacts that you're going to want to hit up, especially once you know what to go say. So I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do, and I'm going to give you some demos on that. But it doesn't stop there. Like, this app, you guys can use for the cold market traffic. You guys can use it for strangers when you meet them and talk to them. I guide you through the whole process. So what I'll tell you is this. If you guys want to learn a way of prospecting and reaching out to 5 to 10 new people a day, then hang with me for the next 25 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and fire the app up right now. So let me do a screen share here. I'm going to show you this first. This is our little itinerary for the next 25 minutes. Here's the deal. The all-new Direct Cellars app is now live. The point of the app The app gives you the ability to quickly and easily prospect 5 to 10 people a day, every single day, by working the contacts in your phone, in Facebook Messenger. Guys, you have Instagram followers. Those are other people you can reach out to. Snapchat followers. I don't care who it is. If you guys have connections in some way, shape, or form, you now have the ability to reach out to them, number one. But number two, track what they do. That's the game changer here. Like, you guys could send out 5, 10 texts a day, sure, to your friends and people in your phone. Do you know if they're actually looking at anything, though? And then you're like annoying. Like, hey, did you check out the video yet? Hey, like, none of that. No, you're going to be able to send links and information via this app I'm going to show you in a second, and know exactly when your prospects are looking at the info and how long they're looking at it. And we guide them down a path that educates them on direct sellers. So it brings your prospecting ability to a whole new level, number one. And for you leaders out there, start thinking about what this is going to do for your team, right? When every single person can prospect this quick. So here's what I identified, and then we're going to switch over, but this is important. Prospecting people that you know, friends in your contacts list, there's a 2-step method here. You don't want to just send your friend, a video and be like, dude, check this out, or girl, check this out. I don't know if that's what girls say to each other. Girl, I don't think so, but you know what I'm saying here. You don't just hit them with info. You got to lead into it a little bit, right? So I give you the scripts that will allow you to do that. So let me go ahead and go over here. And I want to zoom in here real quick, because these are the flows of the scripts that I put together here so you guys can see how it works. And then I'm actually going to show it to you in the app, but it's easier for you to see this. Here's the deal. In your phone contacts right now, you probably have 500, 1,000 people, maybe some of you more, maybe some, maybe a little bit less, of which you probably have 5 to 10 closer friends that you probably would feel comfortable just texting real quick, So here's the deal. I needed to make sure that I put scripts together that made sense for your good friends, like a message that you would say to a good friend, but then also to people that I like to call acquaintances, who you maybe haven't talked to in like 6, 12, 18 months, that you want to reach out to. You're just not really sure what to say to them. We put scripts together for those 2 different things. So here's the deal. You can see right here, this screenshot. Jen is a friend of mine. So I could text Jen reasonably and say something like this. Hey, Jen, got a quick question for you when you get a sec. Boom. I'm opening her up to seeing information. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm opening her up to see information. This is how you guys start to prospect to your friends. Say I'm reaching out to Jen, haven't talked to her in 18 months, 2 years, whatever. I might want to say something like this. Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I wanted to get your opinion on something real quick. Or, and by the way, I'm actually working on a couple more scripts that are even more dialed in than this. But what I need to do is put a script together for you guys so you can start just ripping through your contacts, being like, wow, I haven't talked to them in 18 months, but you know what? They might be a fit. Might as well reach out to them. Sending them a text message like this is something where they're not going to be like, whoa, what the heck are you doing? So you're not super direct, but you're also not being super vague where you're being weird. You're like, dude, I want to get, dude or girl, I keep saying dude or girl, I want to get your opinion on something real quick. So you guys can see that we set this up for you to start the conversation. That's what you need to master, starting the conversation. Once it's started, it's easy. So these are the first texts that you're going to see in your app. Let me now show you the app real quick so you can see what I mean by this. Let me go over to a screen share on my mobile device. Here we go, iPhone. Oh, hold on, sorry, one second. New share, iPhone via AirPlay. Screen mirroring, and we should be live. Jen, can you see me? Can you see the screen? Done. All right, sweet. Look at that, that's my dog. Isn't he a pretty dog? All right, let me go back over here. Okay, there it is. My Wine Funnel app. You guys can download this in the App Store after we're done with the call here. Click on here, My Wine Funnel app. Here's your dashboard. Step 1, the send a message. Those text messages I just showed you, like, hey, Jen, got a quick question for you when you get a sec. She's a friend. If she's an acquaintance, I might say something like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I want to get your opinion on something real quick. You can send these all through the app. You see where it says send message right here? That's your first step. Always your first step. Send message. Choose a contact. I'm choosing Jen. Jen, there you are. Choose a message. Conversation starters. You see where it says convo starters with the arrow? I'm highlighted on it now. Text to good friends or text to acquaintances? Is Jen a good friend or is she an acquaintance? If she's a friend, I'm going to go ahead and do text to good friends. If she's an acquaintance, I'm going to go ahead and click text to acquaintance. See how that works? Very simple. Jen, I'm going to send you text to good friend because you're a good friend. Clicking review and send. Watch what happens. Boom. Pops right up. Let's send it on through. Jen gets my text. Jen, let that come through and then just say something like, yeah, sure, what's up? Something that you would say, While she's doing that, while she's responding back, let's go ahead and wait. There she is. Let's click her open. She says, come on, baby, my phone's been a little slow. Absolutely. She's a good friend. So of course she would say something like that. At this point, I'm going to proceed to the next text. So, and guys, there's no question here. Some people might say, well, what do I say next? I got you covered. We're going to click send message. We're going to go ahead and grab Jen again. Okay. Because guys, you might be doing this 3-4 times. Like you might hit Jen, then Bill, then John, then Susie. So as they're responding, you're then going to go back and proceed to text too. So you see on my screen, it says Convo Starters first text. Let's click on here. So now Jen, she was a good friend, right? So I'm going to pay attention to my good friend's second text. If Jen was an acquaintance, there's my acquaintance's second text. You see what I'm saying here? So I'm going to show you what these texts are in a second, but I want you guys to know that now I'm on step 2 in the app. I'm going to now send Jen a message after she said absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back just because it's easier for you guys to see all the scripts when I do it this way. Let me go ahead and do a screen share on my computer again. So we're done with the conversation starter. Now, good friends. So Jen said absolutely, but let's just say she said, yeah, what's up? Should have said, yeah, what's up, Jen? Come on, stick to the, no, I'm just kidding. So anyways, here's the deal. She says, yeah, what's up? Jen, I know because she's a good friend. I know she's a business-minded chick, or I know she loves wine. And actually, it's funny. She just took a sip of wine as I was saying that. You guys know your friends. You got some friends who like to party. You got some friends who've done MLM before. By the way, if you guys have suggestions where you're like, Joe, I want to go reach out to people who were in direct sellers, who are in my organization, they're no longer, want to reapproach them, let me know. I'm like a script master. I love them. So anyways, going back to this hypothetical, if Jen was a business-minded girl that I knew, I might want to send her a text like this. Now, do you remember in the app, and I'll show you again, under second text, there were headings that said business-minded friend, friend who's into wine. When you click on them, these are the messages that will display. I'm just showing them, here so you guys can see all of them a little bit easier. If Jen was a friend who parties, like in this scenario she is, right? I think I found something you love. Got 60 seconds to check out a video. Guys, the goal here is to get this sizzle video that we made in front of Jen, but I don't want to just spam her with it. I need to lead her into it. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and send Jen a message based on who she is as a person, and I know that because she's a good friend of mine. I know if she's business-minded. I know if she's into wine. I'll jump to this, and then I'm going to back up real quick. Say Jen was an acquaintance, because you might be like, yeah, but Joe, what if you're reaching out to a stranger? You don't know if they're business-minded or like wine. You're absolutely right. So we're going to go ahead and lead into something a little bit more generic, like this. I like this one a lot, actually. Weird question, I know, but first, do you drink? Oh, I got to fix that typo. Don't worry about it. We'll get it fixed. But first, do you drink wine? And second, do you prefer red or white? I'm doing some market research. Ha. Guys, at this point, you can send this to someone like a stranger and they could be like, no, it's all good. Like if I got this text, I'd probably say, yeah, I do drink wine and I prefer white. At that point, you can then lead into the next text message, which I'll show you in a second. But you guys can see these are very generic. I actually really like this one too, asking an acquaintance for an opinion. So I'm reaching out to some of my friends to get feedback on a video my company just produced. You're going to send them the video, by the way, guys. Essentially, I want to find out if it makes sense and is enticing as someone who's never seen our company or brand before. You down to give me some feedback? Totally reasonable for you guys to send something. And by the way, guys, feel free to put these scripts in your own words. They're just guide points. You don't have to use them exactly, but you absolutely can. So what I'm telling you is when you lead in with the first text based on friend and acquaintance and they respond, you then have the follow-up scripts to use. So let me go ahead and jump back to our app. so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there's no questions here. Let's go ahead and do a screen share on the app again. All right, so we're back in our app. Jen responded and said to us, absolutely. So there she is. It looks like she's typing something else, or she's probably got a couple characters in there. But anyways, she's probably saying, what is it? What is it, right? That's what a friend might do. Go back over to my wine funnel. I'm going to send Jen a second text message. In this case, Jen's a business-minded girl, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. No, you know what? She's a wine lover, because a lot of you guys probably know friends who are into wine. I mean, that's probably more realistic, right? So good friends. She's a friend who likes wine. I click done. I click review and send. Oh, got to choose Jen as a contact. Give me one sec. Bada bing. Friend who likes wine. Review and send. There it is. I know you love wine. Have you seen this new company that's offering wine subscriptions? Send. Of course, you guys can edit that text if you want. Every script you can edit before you send it. It might be a little different, especially for someone you know really well, right? If it's an acquaintance, yeah, see that? There you go. That's an appropriate response. So then, and then she might say something like, no, I haven't. What is it? Or whatever, right? So at that point, let's let her just respond. Unless she hits us with that, which is cool. You can work with that. I mean, you can work with that. But you see what I'm doing here? We're opening up the conversation. So here she goes. Let's see what she says back. She says what? Okay. As in like, what? Like, what's that? I think I was reading out. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, at this point, I'm now going to want to send the third text message. All right. So at this point, because everyone's response is going to be a little bit different. Like some might say, no, I haven't. What is it? Someone might say like, Jen, what? Like that. You're going to have to craft this just a little bit. But the idea is to now turn them into checking out a video. So let's just say that Jen said that, right? We're going to go over to the My Wine Funnel app. We're going to proceed to the third text. As you can see, this is when I'm going to ask Jen if I can send her info. Guys, you don't just force things down, to your friend. Ask them first. So we're going to ask to send in the info text. That's what we're going to grab. We're going to click review and send. And then right here, see how this text doesn't make perfect sense to what she said? If she said something like, no, I haven't, what is it? Then it would make sense. Okay, sweet, you down to check out a quick video, or, whatever the case may be. So you guys can edit this absolutely. So it might say something like this. You down to check out a quick video? At that point, I'll send Jen this text. So Jen gets this text message here. And let's see what she says. See if she says she's down to check out some info. Sure, done. Look at what we did here. We started with, hey, got a quick question for you when you get a sec. She said, absolutely. I said, I know you love wine. Have you seen this new company offering wine subscriptions? She said, what? I said, you down to check out a quick video? Sure. Boom, baby. We're in it. We can now go ahead and send her some information. This is a good friend example, okay? And if you guys are sitting there saying, I got no friends left to talk to, it's all good. I'm showing you how to reach out to the acquaintances, number one. And number two, guys, all you need is a couple new reps and direct sellers, which will help you with getting that, right? But then working through their warm market. That's why you always want fresh people in your organization. If everyone on your team was doing this, imagine the production you'd have. So at this point, we're moving to the next step. Jen, she's ready for info, and we want to send it to her. Firing up the app. We're going to move over to step 2, send link. She's down to see the link. By the way, let me show you something. Here's our first text. Here's our second text. Here's our third text. We now know, because the app tells us, time for you to send a link. Do this from your app dashboard. So we're going to go ahead and click on the little home button in the corner. We're going to click send link. We're going to grab Jen as a phone contact. And we are going to send her a page. Here's the deal. Direct Sellers Tour full overview. Jen's probably not ready for that. She's ready for a sizzle video, though. She's a wine lover. She likes consuming wine. Do you guys think it makes more sense to send a distributor-focused video or the customer-focused page? Probably the customer-focused one, right? So at that point, we're going to click sizzle video, customer-focused 1 minute. Whoa, hold on a minute. Let me just turn that off. So now, sizzle video, customer-focused 1 minute. We're going to click review and send. And here it is. And I'm going to say, check this out. We're going to click send. Jen is now going to be receiving this link. Now, I want you guys to watch what happens when she clicks this link open. And by the way, on a screen share, it has been finicky. Jen, there you go. Boom. New click activity. Notification. For some reason, I don't know why, guys, on occasion, the first click, when I'm on a screen share, it won't always work. It always works, notifications, but screen shares that have caused issues before. So Jen opens the link. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in a second, but here's the deal. You now know when she's looking at the info. So guys, if she looks at it 3 hours later, it's probably good to know that. That way you're not nagging the heck out of your friend. Then you just annoy them and piss them off, and then they don't even want to look at your stuff anymore, right? So knowing that is powerful. Also, if Jen opens it right now, and then she opens it again in 4 hours, guess who's getting notified? This guy. You will get notifications every single time someone clicks on that link. And it's pretty powerful. So here's the deal. Let me go to my texts. Let me go ahead and open it as if I was Jen. Watch, here comes a click activity. Boom, new click activity. I'll know every time Jen clicks it. So here is the page. You still pick up wine at a store. She's going to be like, yeah, what are you talking about? Get wine delivered to your door each month. Whoa. Boom, now she's watching the video. Guys, I'm not going to play this video. I mean, just because it's a minute and a half, I want to focus on other stuff. But this video is freaking great. Like, if you put this video in front of people, they're going to be like, okay, tell me more about this. And it mentions the distributor opportunity, the making money opportunity at the very end. If you haven't watched this video yet, tonight, do it. It is so good as a tool. And here's how I built an organization and got to 6 figures within 6 months when I got involved in network marketing. I had a video like this that told the story for my team. No one had to know what we were selling. They didn't have to understand the science behind it. They just shared a video and the deal was done. So you guys need to leverage with this because it does the selling and talking for you. Jen watches this video, and if she clicks on this button, 1 second, right below that says see product packs. So imagine you're Jen, you're watching this, you're like, wow, this looks awesome. She clicks on see product packs. Watch what pops up now. Now this says My Wine Funnel Demo because that's the name of this account. It's a demo account we're using right now. If this were me, it would say hit Joe Dickinson back up ASAP. If you like this, Jen just clicked it again. Or even if you don't. Either way, don't leave them hanging. Your friends are instructed to text you back, and your phone number will display right there. And if they click it, it's going to open up the text message right back to you. So it tells your friend to reach back out to you because that's ultimately what you want. Like, guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been doing this for too long to not have the patterns figured out and knowing what's going to be the best path for your prospects to take. Like, we could send them right to information, but right now it's time for you to guide them down that path. At this point, I might want to open my app up again because Jen might be like, dude, this is really cool. Like, how do I get this? At this point, I could say, you down to check out some more info. I could fire up my app and I can push her some more resources. So say Jen wants a deeper look into this. Option 1, I could send her my replicated website. Option 2, I could send her the direct sellers full overview, which we have a new one rolling out in the next 2 days. It's a 1-page. I'll show you guys the design. It is killer. But at this point, I'm going to go over to send a link. So Jen says, yeah, I want more info, right? She says, this looks really cool. I want more info. And we're going to push Jen the direct sellers tour, which is the full overview. So I'm going to click review and send. I'm going to send this to her. Once again, we're going to track if she opens this or not. We're going to get a notification when she does. Let me go back over here. I'm just going to click it, but a notification will come through. There it goes. That would have been from me or her. I don't know who, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is the page right now. By the way, we are getting a whole new one. I'll show you guys the design in a minute, but as you guys can see how clean it is. We have all new videos in here. We're working on a new comp plan video. If corporate doesn't do one soon, I'm just going to learn the comp plan and do it for you guys. We're gonna make it happen. Just so you guys are up to date with the resources. So as you guys can see here, here's this one. Okay. Now I'm going to give you one other hypothetical because this video is powerful. Say Jen was a business-minded person. I send Jen. She says, yeah, like I say, hey, I want to get your opinion on the business, whatever. I send her that same video because at the end, it talks about how you can earn money as a direct sellers rep. If she says to me, hey, this looks really interesting, I'd love to get some more info. I shot a video that you guys can use that talks to someone who's looking at the business and maybe they're a little bit skeptical. So I put a video together talking about why direct sellers makes perfect sense as a network marketing company, number one. And number two, if you're looking for a side hustle or a network marketing company or a gig that can earn extra money, this is an opportunity to really take a strong look at. The nice thing is I can say things like, I've been in the industry for 10 years. I own a marketing agency. We work with a lot of the top network marketing companies out there. I know what makes a company, or I have a good idea as to what makes a company good, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm telling you guys is the video will do a pretty good job, I believe, and of course test it with people who are either skeptical, they're on the fence, they want to know more about the business. Let me go ahead and send. So if Jen wanted info on the bids and she said, hey, I want more info on the direct sellers business, I might then want to send her, or she might say, hey, like, is this looks good, but like, is it a scam? I mean, guys, you're used to hearing this stuff, right? If they say that, this testimonial video right here, let's click done, let's click review and send, is going to be a really good resource for you guys to use. All right, so let me go back over because I want to show you guys what it looks like. Here it is. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Hold on a minute. My B, that is a direct sellers testimonial video. Where did, there it is, third-party review. Should have known that. Just put that in today. I should have known that. All right, review and send. We're going to go here. We're going to click send. It's going to track. When Jen clicks it open, I'm going to get notified, but I'm just, oh, there she goes. She beat me to it. Here it is. Boom. Third-party review by me. It's a short video. Guys, watch it after this call. It does a good job talking to people, handling objections. It should get them open to saying, all right, tell me more. All right, sign me up. All right, let's get on a three-way call, whatever. Guys, that's what these things are leading to, okay? So anyways, one last thing, so I want to wrap it up here. Those are all your resources, right? You guys know what you can say. You can lead with all that. Here's the deal. If you meet people at the mall, if you meet people out at the bar, whatever, when you ask them what they do and they ask you back what you do, and you mention direct sellers, don't spend 15, 20 minutes trying to explain it. Grab their phone number and tell them you'll send them information later. Or send it to them right then and there. Well, what's your phone number? I'll send you a 90-second, like, here's the scenario. I meet Jen, she's at the mall or something, we're talking, or I run into her, we're old friends. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. If she then, I say, what do you do? And she asks me, and I say, well, I'm working full-time at XYZ, but part-time I'm building a wine business. And then she says, oh, man, that's crazy. What's it all about? Well, I don't really have all the time right now, but let me grab your phone number, and I'll send you a 90-second video to explain it. And I'm actually looking to get some feedback from people. For sure. Boom. Throw her into your phone contacts. Send her a trackable link either right then or later at night and know when she's checking it out. That's the power here. So you guys can use that and run your entire business from this app. If you guys are generating, by the way, there's a whole other piece of this we're not going to cover right now, but you guys can generate leads through the whole capture system and everything that you're going to get with this app. So you guys can run the Facebook ads. You can do the attraction marketing. You can do all the online stuff. It's all here. And those leads are going to feed in your app. And then you can send them information via the app as well after you connect with them. Here's what I'll tell you. This action follow-up step, I went through that a little quick, right there. This keeps you on track. And for the leaders out there watching, this is going to allow you to keep your downline on track. So teach your teams and teach yourself. Guys, when you have nothing to do and you're sending out 5 texts a day, after the 5th day, that's 25 exposures. You might want to click on last 5 clicks. You see this? And you might want to look, who are the last 5 people that clicked on your stuff? What you're doing is you're prioritizing your follow-up, okay? It's all run through here. One other thing I'll show you here, last 5 leads, last 5 revisits. Who did you send text messages to over the last 7 days? You guys ever send information to someone and then totally forget, like, and 2 weeks later you remember and like, oh man, I forgot to follow up with that person? It's not going to happen anymore because the app tracks everything and it tracks all their behavior. And based on the behavior they do, when you drill into the contact, you see what I just did there? I clicked into Jen's contact. Hold on one second. Let me go to the 7-day. Here's Jen. Let me click in here. My phone, it's not the app. My phone is actually starting to glitch. But here's the deal. Let me go over to here. Let me go to a different contact. Come on, man. Why is this phone? It's freezing on this screen. I'll fix it. Point being is Here's the deal. You can drill into the contact and display and see everything that they're doing, when they clicked, how long did they watch, et cetera, et cetera. One last thing I'll leave you with. Guys, this right here, the race to 100, make this your life's mission to get to 100 for every one of these things. Total app contacts, the first thing you see. All that means is how many app contacts you have. That equates to how many trackable links did you send out. If you sent out to 100 different people, like remember I was sending one to Jen, that would be 1. And then if I sent one to Rick, that would be 2. So you want to get 100 people or 100 invites out there, of which you're going to have total links sent. Your total links are probably like Jen. Remember I sent her a couple different links? Those are all going to tally up here. So this number right here is going to go above, but you want to at least get all these categories to 100 points. Total clicks, huge. Guys, here's what I'll tell you. If you have a ton of links sent and a ton of app contacts, but a really low click rate, you're probably not following the scripts. You're not opening your friend up to seeing information before you send it. And here's where I'll go with this. As a leader, if you have a downline member that has this app and they say to you, I'm just having a tough time, no one's, into the business, whatever, this right here tells your story. If Jen were in my downline and she said that to me, I would say, Jen, you got the app? She says, yeah. I say, cool. Go to your race to 100. Send me a screenshot because that's going to allow me to see what action you've taken and then go ahead and help you. Not to reprimand her. Like if she's got 3 links sent, I'm going to be like, Jen, what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like, come on. You got to do a little more work than that. But you got to say it in an encouraging way, obviously. But what I'm telling you guys is this is a way of you being able to keep track of your downline, see what they're doing, and in a sense, run contests almost a little bit, right? And know their story. Like, once again, guys, if I see that Jen has sent 400 links and she's got like 7 clicks or 40 clicks, I'm going to say, hey, are you leading into the conversation a little bit before you're sending info? Well, no, I'm just sending the links out. Boom. You knew that because of these stats. See what I'm getting at here, guys? Total site leads. When you guys sign up for a free trial, by the way, you can get this app for under $20 a month. It's $19.97, and there's a 3 and free, by the way. So you get all this for that. If you want to go, there are higher packs that we have these whole online marketing funnels and stuff. It's really cool. You guys can decide if you want that or not. But what I'm telling you is when you guys start generating leads online, there's training I show you guys on, and I'm going to put a lot more training in your Facebook groups going forward just so you guys know, where I'm going to show you how to generate leads on Facebook, where I'm going to show you how to do it on Instagram. You can send people to your funnel pages, and when people enter a name, an email, and a phone number on pages, they're going to feed into your app as well. So you guys want to hit the warm market stuff all day long. While you're doing that, spend the time learning the attraction marketing from people like Jen and the other leaders and myself, etc. And then work to get those leads to 100 points. When someone opts into your system, to your capture pages, they get the emails, and that's a conversation for another day. But what I'm telling you guys is it gives you the ability to open yourself up to the online marketing stuff too. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this back to, actually real quick, what I'll do first is I'll say this. Let me stop this share and just open up the desktop, and then we're going to wrap it up. We'll be off here in less than 5 minutes. So guys, hang tight, and everyone has been. I appreciate that. We're going to go back over here. Here's the deal. You guys get access to this. I would say go through your through your upline, because we want to work with, there is a 3 and free program here. So you guys can pick from packages that make the most sense for you. Just so you know, this is a video of me explaining everything if you guys want to check this out again. But here's the deal. If you're looking at this, and I'll just tell you right now, if you're like, I just want the app is all I want. That's really what I'm focused on. Go with this light package. You get all that stuff, but you also get this entire back end where we have all of the lead capture pages. We have the email autoresponders. I'm just glancing over this for you guys because you do get access to all this, where if people, like if you share this page, see how this says leader? If this would be your page, if people put information in here, you'll have an email start sending out to them. You'll be able to track all that kind of stuff, and you'll get notifications. Like I just got one because someone revisited. So what I'm telling you is, there's a webinar funnel in here. You get access to all these really cool capture pages, these blog articles. Guys, we write professionally done blog articles you can share on Facebook and social media. Great lead generator. You pop one of these on Facebook, you have friends start to comment and whatnot. And I have training behind all this. So you get all this with the light package. If you guys want to go ahead and be able to send emails out through your system, and just look here, you can see what's included in each. If you want to be able to blog, go with the plus. And then if you want everything, you want to write the emails. You want unlimited broadcasts. You guys want text messages to fire out to your prospects when they pop their phone in here. All those kind of goodies, and you see the value and you really want to learn the online marketing stuff while you're doing the offline or the warm market, then go with the pro. But anyways, point being is, if you're just focused on app, go with this. Do not sign up until you talk to an upline and get a referral link. Jen's going to talk about that for just a second. And I'll say one last thing. If you guys are even remotely confused at all, I want you to email us. We work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I work like 24/7. So if they're not there, I might be able to see it. But anyways, point being is, we'll be there to answer your questions. We'll be there to support you. My life's mission is to make sure people understand how to use these tools, because I know the power of it. I'm going to be doing live streams and stuff in the group and helping you guys get educated. And be consistent with it. Do it 5 times a day, every day, and do not stop. The people who show the plan the most will win every time, guaranteed. So anyways, with that being said, Jen, it's coming back to you, and we can wrap it up.
Thank you, Joe. You're amazing. I am so appreciative of everything you have done for us. And, here's the deal, guys. We had an option to look into multiple systems. I'm just going to be honest with you. We were approached about multiple different systems to use and different apps. And I ultimately made the game time decision to go with Joe because, number one, he's already shared with all of us, like I share with you guys, that he'll outwork anybody. And I legitimately message him, and he messages me right back. He's always available. He's super supportive. He created all of this for us. And, originally it was marketed just for Wine Boss, and now we're reaching out to all of the other teams and making it a direct sellers team, not just team specific, but company-wide thing. And it's exciting because he is going to make it what we want it to be. So if there's anything, like Joe said, if there's anything that you want to change about it, or if you feel like would work better, if scripts change, anything, he is going to work with us to make this the best of the best. And, you can't get that from anybody else. That's why I love it. That's why I love direct sellers. Same thing. It's the same thing with Joe. So what I love about this most is everything is in one spot. How many training groups, websites, training pages have we created to put all of this information in one spot, and it fails miserably? So, because it's all over the place. It's in the file section, it's on your phone, it's in your email, it's in your Evernote. Copy and paste this script, then go to the file section and find this. It's all over the place. So I think this is going to really help, or I know this is going to really help, because everything is in one spot. It's going to help with consistency because you go to one place for everything, right? So tracking and prioritizing is huge. We talk about that all the time, and nobody does it because it's work. This tracks and prioritizes for you. It's like having a cleaning lady. When people do something for you, it's way better than if you're doing it yourself. So you have essentially delegated consistency. You have delegated tracking and prioritizing by using this app. The inviting and the follow-up is key. I posted about it like an hour ago. If you're not inviting and you're not following up, you're not doing this business, period. And when Joe talks about the simplicity of inviting 5 to 10 people using this, and yes, we got a question about using it for Facebook and IG contacts. It's available for all of that. So
yeah, and you know what, Jen? What I'll say real quick on that, all just so we don't forget that question.
Yeah.
It's simple, guys. When you go to send a trackable link, like I was doing to Jen, before it's sent to her, if I just copy and paste that link and I send it to her on Facebook, it will track, because that link that spins up that you see before you click on your little send button, that's automatically created and tracked to that contact. Like I could email that link to Jen, and when that's clicked, it's going to show a click activity from her. What we're going to work on in the future.
Ryan said that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool how it dynamically creates at that moment. So you guys, like if you're international, you're on WhatsApp, for example, you can even direct message someone in Snapchat with it, which is really, really cool. So anyways, I did want to cover that. And actually one last thing, and then Jen's coming back to you because she was mentioning follow-up. Guys, I forgot to tell you, but there's scripts. It's right here. After Jen, I send her that information, depending on what she does, you see right here, person who clicked, like if Jen doesn't text me back, which could happen, right? I am going to want to take it upon myself to follow up and say, hey, I saw you open the link. What did you like best? Because either she clicked it and never watched and now she will because I said that, or she's going to say, oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. I really like the whole idea of the, whatever. She'll say it. If like hours go by, don't, someone, guys, if you send it to her and she doesn't click it in 3 minutes, like chill out. You know what I mean? Give her some time to click it. But, if she doesn't click it for, say, a few hours or 24 hours or whatever, you can follow up with this. And it's already in that script section in the app. The follow-up scripts are already there for you guys as well. So the guesswork is gone here.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jen, back to you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. The visuals are great. I'm a visual learner. So I also love that everything is in one spot, including comp plan, testimonials. So that's another thing. We get a chance to make this our own. We can add our own testimonials. Like I could do a video on nurse that went part-time. We could have the realtor video from Tina and Joe Gonzalez. We could have stay-at-home mom from Priscilla Ashley. We could have these testimonials built into this. So when we know who we're talking to, we can just shoot that over and say, hey, here's a stay-at-home mom, or here's Nina's story. She was a cosmetologist and quit her job and was able to do that, whatever, and be able to forward that over to these people and it resonate with them. So stories, resources, comp plan, what video are you? I cannot tell you how many times a day I'm asked, what video are you sending, Jen? What resource are you sending to everyone? And when you send someone directly to your direct seller's website, I'd love to say it's the way to go, but it kind of isn't because you can't track it. You don't know if they opened it or not. And you also, if they click on the contact me, it has direct seller's information, not yours. So it's not linking to you in any way. Really, we shouldn't be using our DC website until we're ready to walk someone through the enrollment. So as a leader, I also really love the Race to 100 because you guys know, like Joe said, you have people come to you for questions. We need to hold people accountable and see if they're doing the actual IPAs, the income producing activities. And you don't know that unless you have them send you tons of screenshots with all their conversations, which is just, I don't have time for that. Most people don't either. And it's going to show you exactly what your person is doing or not doing. So if we make it across the board, this is what we do with direct sellers. We use this app. We'll all know who's where and what they're doing and where they need more assistance because they'll be using it and they'll be able to send us a screenshot. I'm excited to be able to run contests and promos based off of this app, like Joe said. The other thing I'm excited about is who doesn't get objections? Like everybody. I even get tons of objections every day. And by having the testimonials in there and responses to things, we're overcoming the objections for you, giving you scripts for that where you're not struggling to find the wording and you kind of lose that lead because you couldn't overcome their fear or their objection. This is
or the resource, Jen,
yes.
You know what I mean? Which is huge.
Yes.
Like if someone's like, is this a scam? Send them the video I did. Perfect.
Right, yeah. The videos are perfect.
Mention, guys, I'm working directly with Jen and the other top leaders. Here's what I just heard the other day. A script for you to go reach out to people who have seen DC before or have been involved but quit for whatever reason. With everything new and stuff now that's coming, there's scenarios like that Jen will alert me of that will come up with scenarios. The stuff you see right now is only the beginning. The platform's set, but now we're going to really kill it with resources going forward. So, Jen, back to you. Just wanted to mention that.
So, number one, it's eliminating thousands of dollars. We have spent thousands of dollars on websites and landing pages already. So, that to me is worth it financially. And here's the thing. Kevin, our president, Kevin Ralston, and Tana from corporate have challenged us.
we have been challenged from corporate to find a simple system that anyone who's new can plug into, use to grow this business on social media. But it's not just social media. You can use this to invite people to wine tastings. You can use it to invite them to a vendor event. You can use it to invite anyone to anything, in person, meeting, meetup, whatever. So it doesn't just solve the challenge that we've gotten, right? It doesn't just solve the challenge that we've been given by Kevin and Tana to find a system that works on social media. It kind of solves the whole thing. Like, I really think Anne's going to love this because she's really into wine socials. This is a way to be able to invite people to a wine social, right? And yes, Mandy, that is the ultimate goal. That's the last thing that I wanted to say, is the goal and the vision that Joe and I both share is to be able to have this a part of the DC business package, to be able to show DC after we be like the guinea pig to this, and come back to them with real solid progress and results, so that we can say, hey, even a newbie who knows nothing about network marketing can use this from day one and win with it. The last thing I'm going to say is, thank you, Lord, I don't have to sit on the phone all day, because there are so many systems out there that give you leads and give you, clicks from people that want to work from home that are probably not going to do anything because you don't have a relationship with them. And they require you to be sitting on the phone all day long, because there's a lot of cold messaging and cold marketing. This is great because most people start off with messaging people they're close with or that they're acquaintances with, like Joe said. You can use this for that to get quick success. You're going to use this to message your people and not screw it up off the jump like a lot of people did. I know I did. I was like a blubbering idiot when I first got started with this, and I just vomited information all over people. I didn't pique interest. I vomited. There's a big difference. And this kind of slows it down a little bit. It gives you the words to say. It's going to help new people have success from the jump. So it keeps them excited. They're making an income. They're not giving up after a month or two. And it's not overly complicated. Like Ryan just said, it's super simple, easy to do. And Joe's going to walk us through the whole process. He's even going to provide us training if we need it. I mean, there's a video on there that trains you, but he's offered his services to us and his time, which I am super grateful for. So thank you, Joe. I, adore everything that you've done for us, and I really appreciate it. I know we're going to get a ton of questions, so if you could point people in the best, maybe we could do like a question post on the group pages for the team pages, so people will know like where to get answers to all their questions, because I'm not sure they're going to have time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so set that up in the group, or we'll do something. Lauren just asked a question. Can we use it as socials and vendor events to capture information? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Grab their info just like you would, and then go ahead and send them information via the app. Yeah. Like grab their contact info. So that's the beauty of it, to answer your question, Lauren. And Jen, I love the idea of the question and answer in the group. And then guys, I will mention one thing. This right here, like when you're in your back office on your computer, I mean, you can do it in your app too, but you'll see something like this, need billing or support help. If you click here, you go to our support portal. One, look through here because we have like literally every question you could ever ask. We've been doing it for so long answered, but you can always submit a support ticket. We're super fast. And then on top of that, the group, so we're here to get questions answered. That'll be the least of your concerns, put it that way. Jen, back to you, and then we'll close it up.
All right, guys, I'm really excited. So this is how this works. We've made this as cheap as possible. Like the leaders that have been a part of this could be getting a kickback from it. We've said, no, let's just make it as cheap as possible for everyone who's using it, because the new person is not going to want to invest a ton of money probably to get started, even though there's a ton of value in this. Joe has worked with me to make it as inexpensive as possible for people. So I think the best way to do it, because of the 3 for free, is to message your upline. And if your upline's not using it, then go above that person and message your upline's upline. Like go up the tree, because I know I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be sharing my capture page with my team, And I hope that they share it with theirs as well, so that we all get our 3 for free through this referral program. We all know about that, right? Like we know 3 for free because we do that to get free wine. And that's the way this is going to work. And again, if you have any problems or if you need support, you have access to Joe and the Mobile Mind Agency. And is there anything that I'm missing, Joe?
Oh, I think that's it. One last thing I'll tell you guys, if someone reaches out to you for a referral link, reach out and get a referral link from your upline first and then give it. But when you go over to contacts and leads in your back office, just so you can find your referral link to send to people, go to my referrals here. The referral link's right here, okay? So anyways, that's where that'll pop up, just so you guys know.
Nice.
Contacts and leads, my referrals.
Perfect. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to simplify so many things for us, and everything's going to be in one area. So if you feel like you have expertise in a specific genre, or that you could provide some kind of testimonial video or a story video that you think would be really beneficial to have in the app, please reach out to me and let me know so that we can get it on there. I think that's going to be really helpful. We definitely want to feature people from the team, especially leaders on the team who are, using the app, obviously, and, recruiting people into the team. I think that's going to be really helpful. I have passed on doing the compensation plan video. So I've asked a couple leaders if they'd be interested in doing that. We need an updated one, as corporate has not provided one yet. And Joe is going to lead into training with us too. So we're going to get him plugged into the team pages, which are Wine Warriors and Freedom Achievers. I'm guessing if you're on this webinar that you're in one of those group pages. If you're not, let me know. But he's going to be providing us constant reminders to use the app, because the app doesn't work if you don't use it, right? It could sit on your phone all day and it's not going to work if you don't use it. And also to give us tips and to keep us updated on the different things that are added to it, the technology, and just making it ours, right? Like making it the best ever. And I actually have a call with Kevin next week, and I'm going to be putting it in his ear and talking to him about it. So hopefully we can make it DC wide, and then we get to be the first to use it and try it and be amazing with it.
Good. Sorry, I was muted, but very good. Jen, appreciate you having me on, guys. Appreciate you giving me the time. And one last question I'll answer here. Sandy, if you don't have an upline, reach out to Jen, I would say. The overall link to resort back to is just mywinefunnel.com, but definitely try to go through a referral link. So if you can't find someone, talk to Jen. She'll take care of you. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to end the recording. Appreciate all y'all. Jen, I'll have the recording to you probably tomorrow morning. You can post it in the group, or depending on how we can process this tonight. And then we'll go from there.
Thank you.